This is Rob Tebbutt for Boxing Social in association with Betfred. I'm here today in London with Luke Campbell following his unfortunate defeat to Vasyl Lomachenko this past weekend in London. Luke, first and foremost, congratulations on your performance. I'm sure we're going to come on to it soon. I'm sure you maybe don't necessarily feel that way, but great performance against Vasyl Lomachenko.
Yeah, no, thank you. I'm happy that I give all the fans a fantastic night of boxing and everybody enjoyed the fight. And yeah, we move on from here. I look back at the performance thinking I could do so much better, and I will do so much better. There's things I can definitely practice on, certain mistakes I was making that I can improve on, and we can come back much better than that.
What was your feeling straight after the fight? As I understand it, you went to hospital for some precautionary checkups and precautionary checks. What was your feeling after the fight?
Obviously just gutted that obviously I didn't get the decision. You know, I hate to lose and I hate thinking that someone's got one over on me, and it really does, it's really painful for me to say that I got beat. Them words do not come out my mouth easy, but you know, Lomachenko, he beat me that night. And that's painful words for me to say. It really is. But you know, I think it was a great fight. I think I think the scorecards was really bullshit, let's say. I think it really didn't reflect the fight whatsoever. I mean, the ESPN commentary, the pundits, Andre Ward and Timothy Bradley, they had it level until they took a knee in the 11th, and to be fair, I thought all the rounds was very close. I mean, he had some dominating rounds, don't get me wrong, but I felt I had some dominating rounds early too. So, I mean, I'm disappointed with the scorecards. I mean, at the end of the day, the right man won the fight, but it was a hell of a lot closer than what they said.
Talk to me about the early rounds. It was kind of a little bit of a throwback to your amateur days for the pair of you, obviously both very successful established amateurs. Was it always going to be that way going in? Did you enjoy that side of the fight?
Yeah, listen, I'd do that again tomorrow. I'd get in there tomorrow and go another 12 rounds with Lomachenko, and it was good. Like you said, I did tell everyone before the fight that we'll see a bit of everything in this fight. You know, they will see a bit of going at it. You know, they will see skill, game of chess, speed. They'll see everything, and I believe that's what we delivered.
Lomachenko's body punching was a significant fixture throughout the fight. How did it feel taking those shots? I'm guessing not great.
Yeah, no, like I struggled obviously with one of the shots. It seemed to have hit me in my kidneys, right round my back. And I've never been hit there before, and it just sort of like just took me a little bit by surprise with that shot. But other than that, like I said, I've never been hit with a body shot ever in my whole career. And obviously I had to take a knee there for that one, but I'll never get it again.
Would you say that was the best performance of your career on Saturday night, albeit in defeat?
I'm very harsh on myself, and when I look back at that fight and think about where my mistakes was and how I can improve, you know, I'm a perfectionist, and for me that performance, like, I don't know, it's hard to get the right words out. But I mean, listen, I'm in there with the guy who's ranked #1 pound for pound. This guy has been moulded since he was 4 years old to be the best at boxing. I haven't. I started at 13 coming from rugby league, losing my first 6 fights out of 10 fights. You know, I hadn't had that same guidance that's been moulded to be the best boxer in the planet. I've come up a different way, and I still honestly believe that you've not seen the best of me yet, and I've got a hell of a lot more passion and hunger inside of me that to get better, improve and be the best, and that is still on target.
You mentioned looking back at the fight, things that you feel that you could have done better. What were they, if you don't mind me asking?
Yeah, just like little things that I can see. just when watching the fight, there's little things that I can see where I thought, right, I didn't need to do that. I'm just making a mistake there. I should be doing this instead of that. And it's little things, but them little things will overall make a big difference to my performance and the way I am.
You're the best fighter you've ever been in the ring with, amateur or pro?
Oh, most definitely, most definitely. He's a two-time Olympic champion. He's lost one fight out of 400 fights or whatever. Is certainly the best guy that I've been in the ring with. That goes without saying. There's a lot of people out there that think this guy is the best they've ever seen. So for me to go in the ring and have a very competitive fight with him and get him hurt a few times, it is good to know that where I'm at now, and I believe I do belong in the elite level of boxing.
You mentioned that there were a couple of instances, the left hand in the first round, there was a body shot in the 7th round where he looked to certainly have a reaction to the shots. Did you feel that in there? Did you feel that you could have potentially pushed forward and potentially got a stoppage?
At times, he's so smart. He was so smart and he was very hard to hit clean. So I'd hit him with a shot, and I knew I'd hit him with a shot. Wouldn't really get a chance to land that same shot again. He kept adapting all the time, and his footwork and his judgment of distance, of coming in and out of range was absolutely fantastic. And it's but there is times where I thought of him, and then he was moving off a lot, like going for walks and stuff like that. Usually in all the fights that you've seen him in, he gets more and more relentless. He's got a big bag of tricks that he starts throwing out. Not once could he bring out any of them tricks, and he didn't get more and more relentless because I was in front of him making it very hard for him. So it was a great fight. Everybody enjoyed it. I didn't get the victory I wanted to get, but that being said, I believe that I gained a hell of a lot of fans, I gained a hell of a lot of respect, and I also believe that I can come back much better than that.
You mentioned gaining the respect and gaining the fans. We spoke several times in the build-up to the fight about people essentially writing you off going into the fight, looking at it as a foregone conclusion. Having known you or known enough about you to kind of... I know that you're somebody who isn't buoyed by the moral victory, as it were. You're all about the actual victory. Do you think that will come in time? Do you think having arguably the performance of your career, gaining these new fans and gaining the respect of the fans, do you think that will slowly start to creep in as you get further away from the fight?
Yeah, it fuels me so much having all them fans backing me and supporting me and wanting to see me now. It really does fuel me even more to go out there, and I want to get straight back in the gym now and start practicing on what I feel like I made mistakes and stuff. But my body does need a little bit of rest. I've had a long hard camp. Put my body through it a lot. So I do need to rest my body, rest my mind, but come back like ready to go again. And I'm excited for the future.
Sort of 12 months removed from, well, not 12 months removed, with the Linares fight. Explain to me, if you can, the difference between coming off the back of the Linares loss. Obviously, you had your well-documented issues outside the ring for that, and then this fight. Is it a different feeling having lost to Lomachenko as opposed to Linares?
Yeah, I guess it is. When I went over to fight Linares too, I went over to his back garden on his show over in the States. And at the time I fought Linares, he was at the top of the tree. He was in the pound for pound top 10 list, and everybody was raving about him. So, and obviously going through what I went through at the time was very difficult for me, but it's still, I honestly, that still beats me up because I still really thought that I got that victory. I felt like I'd won 7 rounds out the 12-round fight with Linares. But me fighting him now, let's go.
I was going to come on to that. I spoke to Shane yesterday in the gym. He said that the Linares rematch is a viable option for you moving forward. You just mentioned that.
Yeah, I'm sure Linares has put some out there saying that he would like to fight one of us again. I'd love to fight Linares because me beating Linares, puts me at 1 loss on my record, and that's Lomachenko. So I will be chasing him again as well to reverse that loss.
Just finally, before I let you go, I understand you've got a very busy day of media ahead of you today, kind of indicative of the performance you put in at the weekend. Just want to mention, I didn't actually know at the time, and I didn't realise until after I saw your tribute to Denis and McGuigan on the back of your shorts, which I thought was a very nice personal touch. Just explain to people briefly, not the reasons behind that, we know the reasons behind it, but how that came about.
Yeah, obviously, as the training camp was starting, Denis unfortunately lost her life to battling cancer for the 2nd time, and she me from the outside, she was such a warrior, like just fighting, and one of her favourite quotes, what I found out, was "be fearless." And obviously everybody was writing me off for this fight, and I wanted to do something for the McGuigan family that paid tribute to Denis's name and them as well, and I just thought that for myself as well, and I just thought it was a really nice thing for me to do for them, if that's what, I asked permission first to see if that's what they wanted, and I was honoured to have her name and her quote on my shorts. I was honoured for that.
Very classy man, Luke. Congratulations again on a fantastic performance. I'm sure as the weeks roll past, I hope at least you'll be able to take it in, and all of the positive feedback you've been getting. Congratulations once again. We look forward to getting you back in the ring, hopefully sometime soon. And I will catch up with you soon.
Real nice one, thank you.